different time, different master, same shit?
I mean, we were told...
We were told a lot.
The Ukrainian war would be done in 24 hours. Yeah. It's still going on, and we're still paying them.
He walked that back in an interview. He was like, well, I said that, because, things take time. He was in the interview, he walked it back.
So that didn't happen. It's kind of something that everyone was expecting. And at minimum, stop funding it. But somehow we're funding it still.
Yep.
So, and they had that whole theater of, Zelensky in the White House, and they had this whole blow-up situation. But then 1 week later, we start paying them again, and we're still paying them exactly like we were paying them before. So literally nothing changed.
Yep.
So that's a little disappointing. We were promised these mass deportations. I think we've actually deporting less on a monthly basis than under Biden.
And under Obama.
Yeah.
Can you believe that Trump is worse than Obama on deportation? That's crazy.
I mean, the whole knock on Biden was that he was not deporting people.
Yeah.
But right now, we are deporting less people than Biden.
The pundits would look at you and say, well, no, Saar. Yes, Saar, that is true, Saar. However, Biden was letting in millions of people a day, and Trump is kind of closed the faucet. So you kind of
close the faucet on one side, so therefore maybe the delta between is maybe shrinking. Okay, I can understand that. But wasn't the point of having this task force?
Yes.
And this kind of big Tom Homan's in, and he's going to deport everyone.
He was bulldog.
He's a bulldog, and he's going to be a badass. He's going to deport everyone. And wait a second. You're doing less now than the previous guy?
Yeah, but
we really hate?
They did raid a compound in Colorado, though. There was a movie about that. Do you remember that? The raid with the big compound?
No.
Did you ever see the raid with the big compound? What about, did you ever watch Judge Dredd? Did you ever watch Judge Dredd? That was the same idea.
Sylvester Stallone?
Same idea. One big building owned.
And Judge Dredd.
Yeah. One big building owned by the mafia.
I am the law. What did it say?
I think that is I am the law.
I am the law?
Oh, no, was that RoboCop?
No, that was Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd.
I am the law.
Yeah. So
Gangster.
So we did do what the movies did. We did do one thing. We took over an apartment complex and we kicked them out. So,
good job.
I mean,
good job. Yeah. Golf clap. Golf clap. Golf clap.
All right. So we've achieved something, Matt.
Okay, sure. I mean, it's less than Biden, but that's fine.
Is it?
I don't know, man. Like, I think people's hopes were really high, and it's so hilariously low, the amount of people that are getting deported, that even the people that were advocating for this have all stopped talking about it. Because it's kind of embarrassing, actually. To be a person that was advocating for the mass deportation and were rooting for mass deportations, at this point, you can't actually even talk about it. Because it's embarrassing.
Well, yeah, because
you were the guy who told all your liberal friends, at least when Trump wins, we're going to get rid of all these people. And it's not happening. What do you say to those people?
A Chicken Little, man. The sky was never falling.
Yeah, you look like a guy that was just talking shit.
Maybe that's the.
And I feel bad for those people. There's a lot, and you know what? We were those too, by the way.
Well, fair enough. Yeah. Well, we'll take. We're on the internet, bro. We take the full brunt of the world.
Just a quick break before this video continues. If you haven't signed up for Soju yet, go check it out. soj.oo. It's a social discussion platform that we've created. That's where the community is hanging out. Definitely worth checking out. soj.oo. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, do it now. We're at least at the end of the day, regardless of what happens, Trump will deport everybody. And we're like, wah, wah.
Yeah, where's the music? Well, so I don't know, man. I feel like if this was a play, if this was a movie, they peaked too early. They brought the climax in too early. The climax was getting them elected. Well, what happens for the next 4 years? Is it the same old? Because it seems like things aren't getting better, Matt. If I can amalgamate everything that's going on in the world right now, it just seems like we're in this point of let's see if we can put our heads in the sand and just hope it goes away.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping that the price of things go down.
That would be excellent,
is
Matt.
That too much?
That would be great.
I thought at minimum, Trump is an economy president.
I would love for. Do you remember in the 90s when gas was like 87 cents, dude?
It used to be like I remember a time
Holy
the number was
shit, bro.
99, 101, and 103.
Yeah, 103 was like, oh my gosh, you pay
That was
103,
premium,
bro? No
and
way.
Regular was 99.
Yeah,
and we were at a 4-cent delta.
And if you felt
Not
really,
a dollar delta.
if you felt really good in that Mazda after like a really great weekend, you might fill up with the 101 instead of the 99, right? You'd be like, you know what, I want to give it a little bit more pep, ignorance. Anyway, I remember those days, man. It would be so nice for food and gas and basic amenities to just drop. How can we make that happen, Matt?
I don't know. I just feel bad for a lot of people because, again, I think people are feeling a little disappointed. I think that sentiment is across the entire country. Even the people that didn't vote for him, I think they thought, okay, fine, Orange Man won. But at least we'll see improvement in these areas, even if it means that we are going against our value, which is we want all the immigrants to come. But reality, everyone knows deep inside that safer is better. So, like, they may say that they want everyone to be in, but the reality is in their own homes, their own neighborhoods, they kind of want them gone. And they're going outside like, huh.
You can't speak truth like that, Matt. You
They're
can't.
still here.
Matt, you.
Hey, Karen!
Well, Karen, why are they not gone?
They're still outside.
I know.
I thought the Orange Man got rid of them.
Are they going to steal my BLM flag? That's like the irony
The flag is still here.
yeah, the irony of ironies. Why would they steal my BLM flag? Hey, so let me ask you this then. This is an odd question that just came up in my mind. What do you think Americans need then? If our conscientiousness and our desires for improvement in America are not being satiated, by Trump, what do Americans need today?
I think Americans need just one win. I think
What does that look like?
I think Trump is trying to
win. Give me one win.
He has so many promises out there, and I think he is trying to work on them. But it's like you're trying to solve all these problems at the same time, so you get this incremental embetterment or incremental improvement, but you don't actually feel a win because they're all kind of being worked on.
Because nothing's getting closed.
Nothing's getting closed.
Be a
No delivery.
Be a finisher, not a starter. Right?
I think if they just took one project and be like, it's even DOGE was such a big disappointment for
Oh,
people.
what a blue ball letdown.
Elon said $2 trillion. And now it's like, oh, we may do 150 billion. It's like, wait a second. You're like not even 5% of what you promised.
Not even. But isn't that par for the course from
And actually, we're spending more now than we were at the same time last year.
Shh, don't talk about that.
So it's like, okay, that was one of these big hope ideas. And now they're like, oh yeah, Elon may just quit in like a month. Like what?
Yeah, and
Wait,
someone else
you
is going
haven't
to
done
take
anything
over.
yet.
Yeah, and someone else is going to take over. So
At the end of the day with DOGE, if the only thing he's accomplished is we don't save any money, and the only thing that happened was he got his programmers to go inside the infrastructure of all the government systems, it's like, wait, what was actually the purpose?
maybe he has permissioned access to all of our government systems.
I mean, is that the only thing that actually was accomplished? Is that his people were able to get inside to all the systems, and at the end of the day, we actually didn't save any money? Because I believe, like day one, we're like, dude, we don't like the fact that Elon's getting to all the systems because he's getting access to all the information. He's not going to do anything. And then all of a sudden, 6 months later, we're like, oh shit, he actually didn't save any money. And all he did was get access to all the information.
Did we just get SBF'd? Did he just SBF the government on data? Did he just rug pull our government on all of our data? Like, seriously, DOGE had unfettered access to the internals of our government infrastructure.
All I know is if you look at actual results, their goal was to save the country $2 trillion. What they ended up saving was a rounding error at best. And in the meantime, he had his boy Big Balls all up in the government system. Those are facts. That actually happened.
I figured it out. He installed Skynet.
Or he is Skynet.
Yeah, he installed...
His Neuralink is the origin of all of Skynet. Maybe.
Seriously, he installed Skynet. I think that's it. He installed... So that means that the Terminator's coming, Will.
And and it will look like a blue dragon coming from the sky, like a penis.
like Big Mike's.
Thanks for watching the clip. If you want to see the full episode, click here. If you want to see more clips, click here.